Alright class, so welcome to the Google Draw video. I'm going to show you a little bit of Google Draw stuff today. Not everything that you can do in there, but most of you have already been using it for Miss Perez and Miss McCurry. So you click on materials and you click on the web quest for this week. You see probably more than what you see on here by then. But you have the 4 representations layout, which is what we're going to be doing, but this is the assignment. This layout is just here just in case the assignment doesn't work for you. So once you click on the assignment, you have the directions. Below you'll find a template for the 4 representations. The table, picture, and word graph assessment. It's the same thing we've been doing for the past, I guess, 2 weeks now. Each student will turn in their own file, the sequence that they made up themselves. Remember, a sequence is just an ordered pair of numbers, and a geometric sequence is when you start with 1 and then you multiply, you have a common ratio. For the project, you also have to write in complete sentences and check your grammar. Label appropriate information, so like the X and Y axis, and be creative. So once you click on the 4 representations template, remember if I'm going too fast, you can just pause it, go back. You see there's a few people on here actually already. Now if you click on, once you just open that one, you can't really do anything, and most of you already know this, but what you have to do is go to File, make a copy, make sure that your email is the one up here. I want you to call it first initial, last name, 4 representations. Click OK. And now this new window is going to open. This is the one that you can actually move. Notice you can do that. But I'm just going to go over what you need to know for this project. So first of all, you got to put your name in there. Sample student, first name, last name. If you want to center it, click on more, center, align and then center. If you want to change the color, click on text color, orange, and maybe do the background green if you want to, make the background orange. Let's switch it up if you want to have some vaquero spirit. So everything's already here for you. You have the T table, the picture, the words, and the graph. And let's say we're working on the Lalo and Andy Instagram project thing. So the week is already there. Some of you might want to change it to day, term, whatever you want to call it. It's still going to be an X. Let me align that. Your total people, maybe it's total squares, squares, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it Y for now. Let me align that. Okay, here you have 0, 1, 2, 3, and N. I pretty much already gave you the layout. And over here, you can't really see it, but there's already a box in there. And the Lalo and Andy thing, I think it was 2, 6, 18, 54, dot, dot, dot. And then I think, we'll get that in a little bit. Remember the common ratio here was 3. So now if we want to do a picture, you can insert shapes. See, some of you are doing squares, you can insert a square. If you press shift, it makes it a perfect square. If you click on it, you can press delete and it erases. But let me make something more fun. Let me put a little happy face. So I hold shift. Now we had 2. So I can either insert another one, go on, shape, images, blah, blah, blah. Or I can press Control C or Command C, whatever type of computer you're using, and just put it right next to it. Now if I want to change color, I can hold shift, click both of them, and then here's the fill color. It's this little paint bucket thing. So I can click yellow, Walmart happy face, or you can click custom, choose your own color. Let's say I want that more skin color, and then you can make it transparent too. This is where you're making transparent. Some of you were doing this at the beginning of the year. Since I have those 2, week 1 I had 6. So again, I could go in here and insert 6 of them, or I can just press Control C, then Control V. CV until I get 6. Remember, these are the new people added, so these aren't included Lalo and Andy, so I'm gonna make these a different color. Let's make them this so it looks different. And then same thing over here. I can click on all of them. Control C, Control V. Put them over here and then add as many as I need to add. Y'all can do that by yourself. And then you can move them around to make sure they all fit. Do whatever you need to do there. Now the words. This is where I see people still struggling. I want you to be really, really specific. Use proper grammar and check your vocab. So in words, for this one, I would start off with the first week. You always want to start with with what you start off with in the t-table. The first week, we only had 2 people who had the picture. Oh, it keeps spelling stuff wrong. Who had the picture? Lalo and Andy. The next week, 6 people had the picture, or 3 times what? 3 times the week before. Keep going, dot, 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 dot. I have an example of it on the Schoology if you go back to that. And then the general format is there, or for this example, all I have to do is fill it in. What we start off with is 2. Our common ratio is 3. You can keep this as a to the n or y. We'll talk about the difference later. And the graph. The graph is going to get a little tricky, but I'm going to show you in the next video how to take screenshots and insert those pictures.